Hello, my friends. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm Sheree, and my channel is Turquoise Dreaming. Today, I'm here with a flip through, or three flip throughs. It is apparently autumn in June for me. So, yeah, next month I kind of am thinking about Christmas in July. So, autumn in June would be appropriate, right? The month before. So anyway, yeah, I said when I started these, I wanted to go ahead and just be kind of ahead of the game with my fall, Halloween, autumn journals. So that's why I started on these, and I've got two more after this to do, and I'll give you another reminder of what they are like at the end of this video. In fact, let me grab the other one. I have one of the covers here, and the other one I had down in my project cart. So, okay, they're ready. And I've got little goodie bags to show you. So let's just get started. They're all similar and pretty much the same, but I don't have the same papers because it's not a digital. These are all originals. I have one or two things that's I made like ephemera made out of a digital, which I will show you, but that was kind of like from digitals that were left over when I used to be on some design teams. So let's show you what I'm talking about. So here are the journals, in case you hadn't seen my channel before or didn't see the start of these journals. The cover here is made from a pillow cover. If you've ever seen those pillows where you can button a cover on the front for different seasons and things like that, that's what these were, and I found them at a thrift store. I thought they were really cute. And I brought them home a few years ago, and now I'm finally getting around to making a journal out of them. I have three of them here, as you can see. So let me just show you the closure real quick, and then we'll take that off. This is a little, this is a fabric ribbon, but it's not the stiff fabric ribbon. If you've seen that, it's more like, it's just fabric, but it's smooth on the side. So it is definitely a ribbon, but it's really different because it's not stiff. And it's the perfect fall colors, I thought. I didn't even have it with my fall and Halloween stuff, and then I was looking for a ribbon for something else or some trim, and I found it. I was like, oh my goodness, I have to use this. So on here I have a little hanging on a bronze bowl pin here. This is a little metal owl. I have one on each of the journals. So they all have one of these little charms that I put together. And so we'll just take this off. It just wraps around. And, well, I've got it, the pin went through two layers here. Let me see if I can undo it real quick. Yeah, this is the, if you're not experienced with bulb pins, they just undo like a safety pin. I'm sure most of you know that, but you can just undo them like a safety pin. I'll put that back on when I'm done. So that's that, and here's the front. So these are, you can see the cover with the pumpkin here. You have a pumpkin face, so it's a jack-o'-lantern. You see the bats, so that's the front. There was an extra piece of fabric here that went with the pillow cover. I cut that off, and it's pinking sheared around and sewn around. It's just a one signature journal. Picking up some threads here from my table or something. But here's the jack-o'-lantern on the back. More threads. I can't stand threads. I have to get them off. But, yeah. So you see the leaves and everything. The leaves are kind of like soft corduroy. Very neat. And there's some stitching on here, too, like embroidery. Or it's probably, done by a machine, but still it's stitching on here and around the pumpkins and everything. These pieces are all stitched around. So really nicely made cover here. It's not just printed. These are actually fabric pieces that are sewn around. So very cool. Very cool. I mean, I don't know if it's printed, but they are sewn around. This feels like a piece that's put on top of the fabric because it's just, you can tell it's a different layer. So anyway, very cool. Okay, so on the inside, I have a different piece of fabric on each one. I just used the fabric that I had stashed away in my fall/Halloween stash. So that's fabric on the inside of the front cover and back cover. And I sewed it around all to, at the same time when I put the cover together. So like I said, one signature. So it leans more toward autumn and fall. with just a little kind of nod to Halloween, okay? So if you want something like that, that's what these are. But you can make it more Halloween if you want to put Halloween stuff in here. So it's all depends on, you can do it as an October daily, or if you just like this kind of theme, you know, it can be your whole September, October, November, Thanksgiving, all of that journal. So and it has plenty of pages to get you through all of that too, I would think, by the time you count the fronts and backs. Here's what it looks like from the side. Got some things poking out now. You'll see what those are as we go through. So here's the first cover, first page. It's the first page is cardstock, so it kind of, I like to put the first page of all my signature as usually as cardstock, so it protects what's inside. So and then on the inside here, pocket, and I've got in this one a little. This is a little like flyer with some Halloween treat information, recipes, or more like information. It looks, oh, here's a little bit of recipe in here too. Yeah, and there's a coupon, no expiration date, so I can't tell when it's from, but wait, here's a little date here, 5/98, so this is vintage. This is a little vintage flyer here. And then here's a recipe card, and I had this in my my Halloween stash. I didn't know why, but it kind of reminded me of when my kids were younger, and you know, they used to go trick-or-treating, and we would like my parents would come over, and we would get pizza, so we didn't have to worry about cooking, you know, because it's usually was after school, you know how it hardly ever falls on a weekend. So it's usually after school and after work, so we had to come home, you know, get ready, and so you have a lot to do when your kids go out trick-or-treating. When my kids were little, we lived in a nice neighborhood that had sidewalks, and it was a kind of a you know, it was all houses, so you could walk around, and you know, you knew your neighbors and stuff, so it was safe to go trick-or-treating at that time. So we did, but that's what we would try to do, get pizza, so we didn't have to worry about cooking, you know, get ready for trick-or-treat and go out with the kids. So anyway, all that to say that this recipe card reminded me of when we used to get pizza when the kids were little, before and during trick-or-treat, so we could get out there and get trick-or-treating done, and then come home and have some pizza. So anyway, the next page is a pretty scrapbook paper. So I showed you when I started these journals that I was going through a stack of old scrapbook paper, but they were all white on the back except for a few of them. So some of them were already done, like this one is avocado dyed, but I went through and coffee dyed all of them, so they're either coffee dyed or avocado dyed. And I have a little tab. I have 3 what I'm calling tabs in here, and they're little pieces of ephemera that I left sticking out so they can act like a tab. This one says, "Hey Pumpkin," and you can see it's a pumpkin. I have several things clipped in here, so you have the option of where you want to put them, so I didn't choose the place. This is a little, it can be a tag, it can be a pocket. It's kind of a cardstocky piece here, and it just kind of looked Halloweeny, fallish, and so that's why I put it in here. And this little tag right here is a metal frame little tag, and it says "Give Thanks." I stamped that on there, I believe, and it has a string on it. So I either did that myself, or I got it in Happy Mail. I've had it for a long time though. I don't remember now. So this is another trim. It kind of reminds me of the ribbon closure here that I showed you, but it's different. Let me show you. See. So different colors, but it's still a patchwork like that ribbon. But this was fabric ribbon too, but it was the stiff kind. If you've ever you know, felt those or had those or seen those. But I put some here as just as a decoration. This piece right here is cardstock. I made this piece cardstock because it's a pocket. It's cardstock on both sides, and I wanted it to be strong, so you could put things in and out and not have to worry about it tearing or anything, or getting, you know, wrinkled or dented or whatever. So, and it's sewn together on the sides. So in here I have a tag. This was made from some scraps, and this is another tag which has it has ledger underneath, and so you can write under there. You can glue this down somewhere or whatever you want to do with it, but really cute piece. Now this piece is what I'm talking about. This piece right here is a digital that I had left over from my my design team days, so I had used all those up, and now they're all used up, but they're in my ephemera, you know, decorating things, so you'll see them from time to time. but everything else, the pages and everything is all original type stuff. Here's a little cluster here that I decorated this side of the pocket. You've got a little thumb hole here too to make it easier to get in and out, but little cluster right here. Okay, this is kind of tall, so I should probably raise you up a little bit. Let me see if I raise you up a little bit. Will that be, yeah, be able to see more of it. Hold on. I don't want to knock you over or knock you out of your holder here. Okay, there you go. That's better. Okay, so this is a piece of ledger paper that I found, a whole ledger book at the thrift store. And it had nice neat writing, so you'll see the writing here. It's beautiful yellow with kind of like turquoise, green, and red and purple lines, so it's beautiful colors. And it had these receipts on here stapled on, so I just left them. I usually don't take them off unless I have to, and I didn't in this case either. So those are stapled on, you know, from the original what I got at the thrift store. I think this one I stapled back on. I think I had to cut it just a little bit, and the staple was down here, but I reattached it right there. That's what I did. And then I used up my desk ephemera in these journals. So right here, part of my desk ephemera was an old piece of tape. So I put it right here on this receipt. And then I stamped one of my coffee rings on there. So I thought that came out really cute. I like that. And then right here I have some of my Timu stickers for you. I was dying to put these down myself, but I didn't. I resisted. So you can put them wherever you want, but I would just love to decorate with these. They're so cute. But here's a little jack-o'-lantern here. So it's a little pumpkin with a face, a smiley face. And then here's another little, like, Halloween scene. So there's your nod to Halloween with the fall, with this more fall journal. And it's really eclectic, you know. It's not like I didn't use Halloween paper or fall paper in here. I really challenged myself not to, because I was going to order some. I think if I need Halloween paper, I need fall paper. I was like, let me just challenge myself to use what I have. You know what I mean? So this is a little cup of coffee or something. Some kind of, oh, you know what this is? This is pumpkin spice latte. That's what it is. And so you got a coffee cup here with the pumpkins. So cute. So yeah, that's our pumpkin spice latte there. And then scrapbook paper here. Yeah, this is really old scrapbook paper, like I said, that I had. And by really old, I mean, when did I buy this? I started making junk journals in 2015, and so around 2015, I probably bought this scrapbook paper. So that's what I mean by really old. But on this side, I have a little sticker here, and it's a keyhole. I have one in each one. And so there's a keyhole there. I did a video, but it's coming up this week. We'll see where I made these shaker cards. They're little fall shaker cards. So you'll see how I made these, but, you know, really cute. And so you can write, you can write on the back of these. And I said in the video, it would be fun to kind of use your imagination and think outside the box on how you write on these, because I didn't cover up the stitching. So you can just pretend like the stitching's not there and write there, or you can write here. You know, just whatever you want to do. You can glue it down, like here and here. Well, you would glue it here and here for a tuck spot, or you could do it this way. Well, it won't fit that way, but you could do it this way. The music's going this way, so it would be like that. So yeah, whatever you want to do with that, but it's just a little fun piece that I was using up. I just was using up scraps, you know, just putting things together and using up scraps on those cards there. In my video, I call them Franken tags. So, oh, before I put this back on, there's a flip out here. It flips out this much. So it's like a double flip out. But what it is just really nice kind of typing, like bond typing paper. That's what it reminds me of. I don't know what it was actually used for, because it's so big I can't imagine it was actually used to type on. But it's some paper I found at the thrift store, and I just thought it was really nice, so I brought it home. There you go. So, another piece of scrapbook paper here. This is another fold out or flip out. There. And this says newsletter on the top of it right here. Yeah, you can see that. And then here in this pocket, a couple of tags. This one reminded me of fall colors, so I put it in here. It says on today's schedule right there, but this was done by me with certain paints and things and stencils. I was trying to remember if I made this one, and I did. I have this brick stencil, and I don't know how I did the pink lines though, but they turned out cute, didn't it? I'll have to look back at my own video. And here's a scrappy tag sewn around. Go right on the back. And then here's the second tab. You've got a gourd here, or a squash, whatever you want to call it, tab here. Okay, here's the middle of the journal and of the signature. On the strings I put little leaf, they're like little bronze leaf charms. Really cute. Both of those have the leaf on them. Next pocket. We're on the back half now of the journal. So here's a little tag here. This looked like autumn moon here, and the cricket was this cricket is staring at the moon. This is sewn around. This is a children's book page, and there's the back of that one. You've got a green lace topper there. This was a printable left over from my design team days, a little cluster down here, but you can glue that down somewhere if you wanted to, or right on the back, whatever. Use it for a journaling card. Options, you've got options. Here's another piece of desk ephemera that I put in here. This little dragonfly that I made on one of my videos. I just put it right there to decorate that flip out. Cute, right? I had to use up my desk ephemera. I was like, this has got to go. I just didn't want to put it away, because where do you put that? Where would I put that dragonfly? I just had to use it. So this is one of my paper bags that I showed you. I had some Halloween ones and some fall or autumn paper bags. And so I put this is glued down, yeah, all the way. And so in here I have two pieces of note paper with, autumn leaves. And there's different ones and different paper, because I think I ran out of this one. I only had a couple more of the autumn one. And so I put a couple here, and then they all have 2 sheets of note paper, just different patterns on them. And then this is the scrap of paper. Now this is a flip up, flip down. Or it's a flip up, actually, just flip up. Yeah, I was using up some coffee dyed paper scraps. And so this is a digital here. I glued that on there as a little decoration, and you have that placer right there. And there is a pocket right here too behind. I left it open. I didn't put anything in there, but it is open behind. Let's see. I need to put something in there so that so whoever gets this will remember that there's a pocket there. Hold on, I'm gonna grab something. Okay, yeah, I put a little piece of paper in there. It's a little piece of it's a page from a little address book, a little mini address book that I got. Well, it's called Diary Planner here. See this? Here's the divider page, and then all the little calendar-like pages there. So yeah, I put one of those right there so that if somebody gets this, or when somebody gets this, they can see that there's a pocket there behind. So this is that typing paper, the Bond, really nice paper, coffee dyed scrapbook paper here. And then on this page, this is an old envelope. So I had picked up at one time a couple years ago, maybe, some envelopes, and some of them were the whole envelope. This all in the same package was the whole envelope like this, or fronts of envelopes, just the front. So this was the perfect size to use one of these fronts of envelopes, because I haven't used them very much. I'm trying to use things that I haven't used a lot or at all. So this is in here. It's from 2002, so it is vintage. But there's a little stamp on everything. It was mailed, so I think it looks nice, and you can decorate it further. If you don't like anything on here, you can cover it up, but I think it's cool. And there is a little recipe card back here that I thought the colors went with the journal, so a good journaling card, and it has a tab here that sticks out of the top, so you can grab it. And then this is that pretty ledger, so that over here it has a double fold out like that, but on the inside here I have a little squirrel hiding. All the journals have this little squirrel right here hiding under this ledger paper, so it's hiding under there. I thought that was cute. Here's the other side of the pocket that I told you about, made out of cardstock. In here is a recipe card from a page from a Halloween treat. I think it's Halloween treat cookbook. So here on this side is mummy dogs, mummy, like, you know, haunted mobile, and no tricks, just treats. So all kind of things like that. I need to take a drink. I'm cleaning my oven. I have the self-cleaning on my oven, and it's getting, you know, how it fills your house. It's like drying out my throat or something. I feel like I'm having an allergic reaction almost, or like, you know, how you can't breathe. There's no smoke. Yeah, it's gonna make me cough now. There's no smoke in the air, but it just, you know, you have that feeling in the air when, especially if you have allergies, you have that feeling in the air. Anyway, I put in, this is some stationery, like from Stationery Kit that I have, you know, that you write letters on. This was just a blank piece that I found. I was looking through the drawer where I keep my stationery, and I found this pretty, I mean, it's just beige paper, but it's just a nice piece of paper that you can cut up if you need some writing spots or whatever. You know, you can just use the whole thing for writing a, you know, story on that you want to remember. So that is in there. And then this is a little journaling card that I had made at one time out of scraps. So that is in there. And see, this is that cardstock envelope. So here I have a belly band. It's made out of some wired ribbon right here. And then in here I have, this is a pumpkin napkin. I made a few of these a few years ago, and this is my last one. I finally used them up. The others have different journaling cards, but let's see. Yeah, this is made from a napkin. So it's, oh, this is the back of it is a card, and I covered it with the card, inside of the card with this napkin. So isn't that pretty? I think I still have some more of those napkins though too. they last. I don't use my napkins enough either. And then here's a little tag here. Very cute. And right on the back. It's got a fabric ribbon and some little like flower, like what are those? Kind of embroidered flowers. That flower trim you can get is a piece of that flower trim. I'm sure you've seen it. Next page. Okay, this made me smile every time I looked at it. And I put one of my little coffee drips right here. You know, that's a stamp. I put one right there. I just love that. Those stamps. I think they're my favorite stamps I've ever gotten now. I got them a couple months ago. I showed you when I got them. And I just love that. I love those coffee stamps. So this is a little, the flap of an envelope. So you can leave it like this. I didn't fold it, but if you want to fold it out, you can. You can put a little crease here and then fold it out, and you can have a little flip out. So it just depends on how you want to use it. You could glue it down like here and tuck something in there, or you could glue it here and make a pocket, make a crease here and fold it out, just whatever you want to do. But it is sewn on. It's sewn on. So it'd be nice and sturdy. And then here's the envelope part, and I have all of the envelopes. I have this same envelope in all the journals, and they have the same paper in the envelope in all the journals. So this is a little page from probably some type of notebook that I got at the thrift store. You know, here's where I took it out, where it was bound into a notebook. So I put that in there. It's just nice paper that you can write on and cut up if you need to make some writing spots. And then this is some nice kind of horizontal ledger paper, light green. Okay. And then the third tab is on this next page. Right here, a little sweater, a fall sweater. And the last pocket here of the journal. Let me get everything out. So I've got that tab here, the fall sweater. All the journals on this pocket that's in the back, you know, like the last page of the journal, have this little metal bronze leaf on it as a decoration. So it's actually metal bronze. I glued that down there. Here's the back, as you can see. So here's another one of my tags I'll be showing you in my upcoming Tag Tuesday that I made from scraps. And like I said, I called them Franken tags, so you can write on the back of that. And then this is a little picture I cut out of a Reader's Digest. You can write on the back of that. I consider that a journaling card. And then I put a couple more stickers in here from my Temu stickers. Another nod to Halloween, a little trick-or-treat truck, and a little heart. It says, Is it October yet? Isn't that cute? Is it October yet? Okay, so that's that one. Let me show you one of the treat bags. So you get another fall autumn bag here. And I really kind of squished a lot of stuff in here. So let me go through it real quick, because I kind of would like to show you those real quick if I can. This is a little ticket or coupon. I only have one little booklet of these that someone sent me in Happy Mail. I've never found anything like this at a thrift store. They're very cool. But I put one in here because I don't have very many, but I did share some. This is a tea bag that I just got from Temu. I'll be showing you those in a future Thrifty Thursday. I haven't shown them to you yet. But there are some postage stamps in there that I've had, used postage stamps that I save from mail at work. Here's a coin roller. Here's 3 strips I sewed some scraps together for you to make tabs and decorations if you would like to. You can cut these up and use them as a whole, whatever you want to do, but they are scraps from this journal sewn together with a zigzag stitch. This is a place card, so you can have all kinds of fun with that. I'll let you use your imagination. These are my labels, some of my labels from Temu, and so I put 3 in here. Each goodie pack has very similar or the same things. If I have, most of them I had enough to go through all 3. Like the postcards are different. I think everything else is the same. So 3 playing cards. This one looked very fallish, and then so did these with the leaves. I think this is upright, the yellow and green. So yeah, I think 1 postcard, and I put a different one in each one because of course I didn't have 3 of the same postcards. I put a little receipt, one of these little receipts in each one. This is, this is from a coloring book. It's very cool, one of the coloring books, but it's a mini one. So I picked out 2 pages from the coloring book for each treat bag, or goodie bag, I should say. But this is a really cute one. So you can use it like this. These colors were already on here. This is not colored. This is how it came. So I thought it was so cute when I found it. I still have some of the pages, but I would love to find another one because I just love it, and I like to put these in journals. This one has 2 copies of a guest check. I think each one has 2 copies. They're like the original and the copy, so it's a white and a yellow copy. They're papery, so they're fun to glue down and easy to glue down. And a narrow bridge score sheet. And 2 of my little 2 or 3, I got 3 in here. 3 little flowers. These are fun to use and glue down somewhere to make like a cluster or a little decoration. And they are little flowers, fabric flowers that I cut from a shirt. So all of that is in each goodie bag. Believe it or not, it's kind of filled out this bag pretty good. I was worried about could I get any more in there. So see, it's kind of a tight spot here, but I got it all in there. So I thought it would be fun for you to have another bag here. Okay, so I mean, they're all the goodie bags are the same except for the postcards pretty much. And these are all the same, so I kind of don't really need to show you. But let me show you anyway. I have like 2 minutes here. So, see, here's the fabric on this one. Kind of a gingham. Here, see that I got the little tabs. Oh, they're all different though. The ephemera's all different because it's a little ephemera pack that I had. But just quick little, there's the stickers, all the little stamp there, the coffee stamp, cluster, shaker tag, so you can see it's pretty much the same. The ephemera and the pockets are all pretty much in the same place. I made them all at the same time. I did boom, 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 one of each for whatever I was doing for each of the 3 journals. So here's the little note paper in the bag. This one also has a pocket, which I will put a address or whatever planner page in also, so if someone knows there's a pocket there, just like I did the first one. And then here's the rest of it, just the same. Here's the envelope in this one. This one was torn, which is really cool, I think. And it already had this old tape on there. I didn't put that on there. A really pretty stamp This one's from 1978, so very cool, I thought. And it's, got the pocket behind and everything. And this one has a window in it, so fun. These are really fun journals, I have to say. They were fun to make, and I think whoever gets them will think they are fun to use too. Here's the third tab, a butterfly. And this was the autumn ephemera pack, so they're all like the autumn colors, these little tabs little ephemera pieces I used for the tabs. So that's that one. And I probably don't even have time to run through this one, but I'm going to anyway. Really super quick. Okay, I just wanted you to see, like this one had the polka dots. I put a strip of this fabric here, and I'll tell you why. Because I was gluing in this. I was gluing in this tab right here, and I dropped it, and it landed glue side down right here. So I was like, well, I have glue here now. So I put this strip here to decorate. And then I was fumbling around, and I dropped glue here too. So I put another strip there. Oh my goodness, the trials and tribulations. But look how you get all that extra decoration, right? And it turned out really cute. So there's the stickers, shaker tag, a little tab here. It looks like a gourd, pockets. All have the leaves in the middle. So there's the bag with the note paper. All the same. Here's the envelope on this one. I gotta find that one spot that needs an address. I think I passed it already. I'll go back and find it. I just want to get through this for you. And here's the third tab in this one. Feed me pie and tell me I'm pretty. So, fun, right? All right, guys. I'll see you in my next video. I'm gonna work on, I said I would show you, so let me grab them. These two. This one is spoken for, so all I've done is the cover, but someone told me they wanted this one whenever I do finish it, so yeah, that one will be spoken for, but this one will be available. And these are going to be all out Halloween and spooky, so, but you know me, I do cute spooky, so. I'll see you later. Have a great day.